Our comfort zone left back on that beach.
Yeah. Mine was back in Nevada.
Freddy and Juan are in Alaska on the Bering Sea. Just 3 miles west of Nome, they're en route to the Martinsons' gold dredge, the Judy and.
We aren't water creatures.
Wash plants we know in and out. Now, being on the water, working on a wash plant's a different story.
The Martinsons, Judy and Doug, run a 200-ton floating platform of repurposed land-mining equipment. It's part of a fleet of dredges that work Nome's offshore gold fields, one of the largest in the world with a suspected 2 million ounces of gold.
Well, we're here, huh?
We're here.
You want me to give you a hand, Fred? Boost up?
Huh?
Yeah, there you go. That's what I do.
Ryan, I assume.
Yes.
Freddie, nice to meet
Freddy,
you.
nice to meet you.
Son Ryan is responsible for the day-to-day operations.
Have you recovered much gold?
Not enough to be in the black.
What are your main problems that you think you have?
This dredge is not making money for us. The 6 or 7 years that we've been at this, building this 200-ton behemoth, it's been a long, hard pull. We put our whole retirement, we put our whole lives in this mining. Well over $1 million into it. If we can't make this work, will be that we would sell it or scrap it.
That's a tough one.
This has to be productive, as you know. The gold is there. As hard as we tried to have the right equipment and do everything right, we need more help here so we can become efficient.
I look forward to any positive change that we can make on this dredge, whether it's fuel economy, recovery, runnability.
And that's what we'll try to do. Well, we've only got 1 week with you, so we'll do what we can.
The Martinsons feed sand, rocks, and fine gold from the seabed into a hopper. Grizzly bars remove the larger rocks, and the remaining material drops down into a trommel. The rocks drop out the end, while the gold and fine material passes through into a tray and is pumped up to the sluice box where the gold settles. To catch any fine gold they've missed, the slurry then flows down a hose into the lower box, known as the last chance sluice. Next, Freddy and Juan need to find out where the onboard wash plant could be losing gold.
When you do a cleanup, you mainly just pull in this box for now?
Yeah, we normally don't like to let it run any more than 24 or 30 hours on the upper box before we pull it.
Being that it's in the ocean, getting slammed side to side, you got all your gold running down one side with most of the material and all your water running down the other side.
The waves rock the sluices from side to side, making them much less efficient than a land-based system.
Level sluices wash the best, but we can't stop the waves, but maybe we can lessen their effects.
Yeah. So we got that sluice run up there. What's that corrugated pipe? What's it doing? Just dropping into the next sluice down below?
So that's our bypass to carry our tailings from the upper box down to our tail sluice.
But if you pan it, you're gonna find gold in it then?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were losing a considerable amount of our fine gold.
Gold in the last chance sluice is a sure sign that the plant needs fixing.
So like if a person came in and modified some stuff up here, so you didn't have to use that hose, that'd even give you more sluice length down here to catch fine gold.
Anything we can put downstream of that is to the benefit.
What do you think, Juan? Maybe add another piece of run here and then bring it down into this box.
We got to make sure that we have an equal distribution up top. Do a nice V-splitter in it, drop it into 2 sluices.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be a good setup.
Freddy and Juan plan to increase the Martinsons' gold recovery by installing a distribution box, creating an even flow into a new sluice run. Effectively doubling the area of gold-catching riffles, this will then feed down to the existing last chance sluice.
You guys know that when something's a pain in the ass, people don't want to do it. To change your carpets and your sluice boxes?
It's a nightmare. Sorry to cut you off, but that lower box, I was working on it, and I was cussing it out. And I only had to do it once. I did it once, and I was cussing it out. I wasn't real happy. So if we can simplify that, it's going to make it a lot easier, save a ton of time. Because right now, you guys are probably, what are you wasting, 10 man hours?
It took 5 of us 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's run time we're getting into.
There you go.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Get that cut back to, let's say, 2 man hours. That'll actually be more important than the sluice box.
In 10 days, you actually save a full day.
Okay.
a full day run.
With our limited season, then
Yeah,
that adds up.
That's
'cause
super important.
We're racing to the
Yep.
freeze up as we go all summer.
If Freddy and Juan can accelerate the Martinsons' cleanups, it could increase their daily take by another $500.
Well, thank you for all the tips. I'm really grateful.
I guarantee the things that we will do will get you more gold.
Freddy and Juan have just 3 days left to finish their modifications to the Martinsons' dredge.
Well, if we cut the 10 gauge up, we need 1 piece for here, 2 pieces for the sides of that bottom chute. So we're short for the bottom of that chute. We got that going in here. We need to put a lip here, right? This is our clearance right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So we could actually come down with this if we wanted to. What else do we have out there?
With no road access to Nome, all materials are shipped or flown in.
Well, Fred, this is the stuff we ordered. I know we were worried about getting here and not having any material, so we just kind of did blind order and just some general stuff that we could use.
And that's what we had to do.
I thought we ordered enough. It took us 3 weeks to get this stuff here.
So this is going to be expensive when
yeah.
we get more hauled in.
If we can't find plate, we're
Can't make it out of tin. No, we just have to try to find some. It's got to be something here in town. It's pretty simple. We've got enough material to do part of the job, but in this situation, part of the job doesn't mean jack. So we need to round up some more material so we can finish this and get it done in the time we have here. If not, there's no use even doing it.
After hitting the phones, Juan has a tip on a local miner that might have the steel they need.
When we ordered that steel and we had it shipped in, I honestly thought that would be enough.
I did too.
They're en route to a junkyard outside Nome.
Even if we do find a full sheet, hell, it'll take us half a day to cut it by hand.
Be a lot faster though if you had some bar stock.
Like Dave Turin always says, we're not building piano benches, I guess, huh?
Dave does slap some pretty gnarly stuff.
I think this is the place coming up right here, huh? I don't know if this is gonna work, Freddy. Freddy, I think we're
Right here, Juan.
found something. Oh, those are remnants.
Yep, there's some decent looking plate. It's rusty, but good.
We can do rusty. It still cuts.
That one's 5 foot by 24.
Perfect. We can split that in half.
This one looks like an 8-footer.
Yeah, it's an 8-footer, huh?
Yep, it's time consuming to rip them, but we have no choice. I'd rather have 12-inch bar stock.
That's all we got. We'll make it work. You may have to cut that by hand.
That'll work.
All right, well, let's get out of here.